Hi, this is the week 17 sixth grade math review sheet, hints for the first side. Number one says write the correct sign. Remember, when you're comparing whole numbers and decimals, you want to look at each place value at a time. Okay, so let's look. Our first digit in the ones place, 7, 7. And then in our tenths place, we have a 5 and a 4. So knowing that, that should help you decide whether to put the greater than, less than, or equal sign in the box or in the circle. All right, number two. Chuck paid Bill $3.50 per hour to help him in his garden. Bill dug potatoes for 7 hours and picked beans for 1.5 hours. How much did Chuck pay Bill to dig potatoes? Okay, so there's some extra information in there about picking beans. We don't even need to know that because the question is asking how much did Chuck pay Bill to dig potatoes? So it's $3.50 an hour for 7 hours. So we would want to multiply 350 times 7. Remember, it's a word problem and we're dealing with money, so make sure you use your dollar sign and decimal point in your answer. Okay, number 3 says 47 millimeters equals how many centimeters? If I look at the chart in my planner and I am going from millimeters to centimeters, I am going up one step. It says move decimal to the left the number of times that you hop up the steps. You're dividing and getting a smaller number, so I want to move one step to the left. So if my original number is 47, I'm going to start here and I'm going to go to the left. Okay, my number is now 4.7. So 47 millimeters is the same as 4.7 centimeters. Okay, number 4. Pat put 140 ounces of chocolates into 5 boxes. If each box held the same amount, there was how many pounds and how many ounces to a box? We can do this by setting up a proportion. If there are 140 ounces in 5 boxes, how many are there in one box? Okay, so we would need to do 140 times 1 is 140, and then 140 divided by 5. 140 divided by 5 is 28. Okay, now that's ounces. We want to know pounds and ounces per box. So if there's 16 ounces in a pound, I'll subtract 16. Okay, so I knew I get 1 pound out of it, that's 16 ounces. And then I have 12 left over. 1 pound, 12 ounces to a box. All right, number 5, a science lab bought 6 dozen microscopes for $50,000. How much was each microscope worth? Be careful on this one. A lot of times students want to put 50,000 divided by 6. I need to know how many are in 6 dozen. A dozen equals 12, so 12 times 6 would be 72. So the lab is buying 72 microscopes. Okay, so then we can do 50,000 divided by 72. Be careful and round your answer to the nearest cent. So when you divide it, if it goes 3 places past the decimal, you're rounding it to the nearest cent. Okay. Number 6, we're adding up 3 fractions. They do all have a common denominator. So we can add 3 plus 2 is 5, plus 4 is 9, 9/5. 4 plus 6 is 10, plus 8 is 18. Now the problem with this is you have a whole number, but then you have an improper fraction. You need to make that improper fraction a mixed number and then combine it with the 18. Okay. 5 goes into 9 one time. And I have 4 left over. 1 and 4/5. So if you have 18, and then you have 9/5, which equals 1 and 4/5, you need to figure out what's the total when you add those. 7 says, write the expression for the following. 15 sweaters divided by a number of children, C. So we have our 15 sweaters divided by a number of children, which we don't know what the number is, so it's expressed with the variable C. It does not say to solve, we're just writing the expression. Remember another way to write a division problem? As a fraction, 15 over C. Number 8, it says evaluate if x equals 3 and y equals 5. So if x is 3, this is 3 to the third minus y equals 5, 5 to the second. Okay. Remember, 3 to the third does not mean 3 times 3. It means 3 times 3 times 3 minus 5 squared means 5 times 5. So you're going to have to multiply the 3 3s, multiply the 2 5s, and subtract them to get your answer. Alright, number 9, what is the ordered pair for the given point? Remember, right here is 0, 0. When you find an ordered pair, you want to go over, count how many you're going over, and how many you're going up. And you're going to express the ordered pair as 2 numbers separated by a comma. Okay. Number 10 says draw a set of perpendicular lines. For some reason on mine, the perpendicular lines are already there. If yours is blank, remember perpendicular lines cross each other and make a right angle. They don't always have to cross. They could actually go like this and not cross over, but the main thing to know about perpendicular lines is that they form a right angle. Good luck on the front, and then you can continue on the back.